What's going on, all you sports and gambling fans out there? Today, this Friday, this beautiful Friday morning, we have some NHL betting coverage for you. And joining me here, we have Dave Golokhov, our SBR contributor. The game we're looking at is the Dallas Stars going up against the Edmonton Oilers. Now, Dallas is doing everything possible to squeeze into the playoffs, making an impressive late push despite facing ridiculously long odds. But they are coming into this game on a nice 4-game winning streak. The problem is that with several teams to pass and one of the toughest remaining schedules in the Western Conference, this team actually needs to win every single game from here on out. And they also have to hope that some of the other teams slip up, to actually make it there. So considering that Dallas has already won 2 of the first 2 games against the Edmonton Oilers, should we look at them to win again tonight, Dave?
Well, yeah, the Dallas Stars are absolutely rolling right now. You mentioned they won 4 straight, won 9 of 11 overall. And for them, it's really about goaltending because their offense has been fantastic all season. What are they, second or third in the NHL in terms of goals per game? But goaltending's been the difference for them this month. Kari Lehtinen, 8-1-0 with a 2.7 GAA, 924 save percentage. When he's playing that well, and that's pretty rare, the Stars are a tough team to beat. But there's a pretty good chance he plays that well again tonight. I mean, Edmonton is a slapdash type of team. Dallas could easily keep their momentum going, and they're definitely the better team in this matchup. You also take a look at Edmonton's goaltending. What an absolute train wreck. They've allowed 39 goals in their last 7 games. It's 5.6 goals per contest. I'm laughing because it is laughable. I mean, how can you win in the NHL giving up 5.5 goals per game? Most over-unders are just 5.5 for both teams combined, yet the Oilers are giving up 5.6 in that span. The Oilers are basically going over by themselves. But anyways, we'll save that for later. But the Stars should have a feast here. They're great offense against the Oilers' bad defense, and the Stars' goaltending's playing well. I mean, all signs really point to a Stars win here.
Yeah, without a doubt. And especially that's kind of like why Edmonton is actually out of the playoff race. But in spite of that, their top 3 offensive options are actually starting to show a little bit of signs of life. And I'd say that it's a little too late right now, but still, I mean, they're doing their best effort. Anyways, they're coming into this game after getting a 4-3 win against Colorado Avalanche. Do you maybe think that they could keep that momentum going with these 3 guys on fire, man?
Well, I think that's the key with the Oilers is that if you're betting them here, they've actually played pretty well of late. They're 3-1-1 in their last 5 games. I mean, of course, beating Toronto, Philadelphia, Colorado at home, not exactly murderer's row here, but it's still a pretty good sign for the Oilers. Even in the 2 games they lost, or at least one of them, they went to overtime. So that's a good thing. I mean, the Oilers, their offense has played well, and the offense has to play well if they're going to win any games because they're basically playing with an empty net. Their offense has scored 3.09 goals per month, which is actually better than Dallas. That's 5th best in the NHL. Dallas is just a little bit behind them, I think 7th in the league scoring this month. So Edmonton has a little bit of momentum. They're at home. You're getting a pretty big payout if you're interested in them. They're scoring goals at a decent clip. If they can turn this into a shootout, they might have a shot here.
All right, now, as you said, the Stars, their favorite here, -169 to -190 on the money line with a total of 5.5 goals. But the way with both teams have actually been playing, I mean, I'd have to say that we could actually expect to see a lot of goals in this game. As a matter of fact, I mean, the trends show us that the over has gone 7-1 in the Stars' last 8 road games and has gone 7-2 in the Oilers' last 9 overall. So, I mean, is that where we should be looking at, Dave?
I think so. I'd like to take a shot with Edmonton here, but it's really hard to trust this team. So I am going to go over. I would like the Stars as well in this spot, but I just think the line is too high. But in general, I think, if you're looking at value, I guess you take a shot with the Oilers. But I think realistically, the Stars are the team that wins this game. Regardless, I'm staying away from the side. I'm going to go over the number here for all the reasons mentioned. Edmonton's offense playing well. The Stars' offense always plays well. And I think we're going to see plenty of goals in this game to get us over the number.
Totally agree with you, man. All right, Dave, good stuff. Thanks for all the info and all the insights for this one. We'll pick it up again on Friday. And everyone else, don't forget to check back with Dave and Meg tomorrow for some more sports coverage and your free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.